Hey, introverts. So one of the reasons why I started the Quiet Edge is to help all of you out with understanding who you are as an introvert, what your strengths are, and how you can leverage those strengths to build a career that you're happy with, that you deem successful. But another one of these reasons why I started this business is to also do self-discovery, right? And I think that's common with a lot of entrepreneurs when they start a business, especially around the human mind and human personalities, is that they're trying to also understand and learn about themselves in some way or another. So some of that research I've been doing lately, I came across a psychologist named Mark Snyder who came up with the term of self-monitor. And as introverts, I think many of us have a high level of self-monitor. And what that means is it's basically when you're in your social situations or you're around a group of people, you tend to look at cues from around the room and other and nonverbal cues and even some verbal cues from others that kind of shows you, what the atmosphere is like, what the vibe is like, and that kind of helps you direct how you're going to reciprocate those nonverbal cues and those verbal cues to the rest of the group to help you feel a little bit more comfortable being in that situation. And you know, some people call it, like masking, and I refer to it as turning it on. Like acting more like an extrovert for a certain amount of time. But one of the things that I'm sure you've run into when you do this is like you feel super drained after the fact, right? And then you're going to need a lot of time to recover. I know that happens to me a lot, but this is also called behavioral leakage, right? So your introverted true self tends to start leaking out over time, and so you will start to see things where like you try to be quick and you try to be witty, and then over time as you get tired and your energy levels go down, all of a sudden, right, you're not firing on all cylinders anymore. Your comebacks are not as quick, right? Something that you had in your mind is no longer there when you try to come up with something as a quick response. That happened to me today at the end of a business meeting. But that's not all bad, right? The fact that we have a high level of self-monitoring can help us in many situations, and also times that can help us in business deals, right? When we need to come to the table and we need someone to like us and we need to build that rapport, having self-monitor can be key. So let me know if you've ever been in these situations or if this sounds like something you've been through.